invite each other if you can. Yes, 1 second. Just waiting for an invite. Oh wait, yeah, who was asking for an invite? Who needs an invite? Oh right. There we go. Let me find you. There you are. Okay. You're invited, so we're only waiting for MG or Scorpion. Alright, do you see the invite? There you go. Alrighty, so we will be launching momentarily. And let's go. Very nice. So once the lights go out, please nobody move, let the marshals get into position and make sure you have the right downforce selected. Quantos, just go to the safety car and then you can be in a helicopter for this. Or if you want, you can watch the pit entry line, that'd be great as well. Alrighty. Shit. Weird. Should've. Whatever. Alrighty. So then we will have green flags at 40 seconds. Please remember you have this whole lap to spread out on track, so get some distance between you and the other guys. Really spread out. It's a really big track. There's enough space for everybody. And that's green flags. Make sure not to crash anybody. Make sure to give each other space. If you're on a fast lap, make sure that you call out anybody who is slow in front of you, and if you are not on a fast lap or just in general, it is your responsibility to be aware of the cars around you that may be on a fast lap. So when you are not on a fast lap, please yield the racing line and make sure you have plenty of space. You're spreading out very nicely so far, so very, very nice. All right. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Alright, so you should hear everything now. Welcome to the viewers online. I can see uh, two people in chat so far. Welcome. This is not 5M, no. This is vanilla GTA, but with magic. We are on F3, round 4, Hoover Dam, a new track built by Tyler. After some revisions, it's turned out very, very nicely, in my opinion. And we do have the first drivers starting their fast laps. Mass Gaming already in Sector 2 now. We can pick up with somebody as they're starting their fast lap here. So we see Pascal Frost going around the first turn and then into the slight S section. Goes a little wide on the left-hander. And then into the hairpin, as you got to get that braking point just right so that you can keep it tight around here and then get a good exit, the slight downhill, and keep it tight to the inside line. Then here, the little chicane, you got to brake more than you think, so you need to line up your exit. That does not look like the most ideal exit out of that corner, just out of frame here. Through the SS now, here another section where you can almost take this entirely flat, but you need to have that ideal line, and Pascal goes a little wide there. Might have also been desync. Joran behind, much faster. We're gonna follow Joran. He might even catch Pascal at this pace. Now into sector 3. Here, this corner especially difficult. You need to keep it so tight, have such a precise line through there, and just keep pushing. Joran with a really wide exit out of the hairpin, and he actually probably abandons that lap as he does go really wide. Then, though, through the S's in the last sector, and one car goes off there even to yield the racing line. Joran, having abandoned that lap actually, chooses to charge his batteries. And there is Pascal Frost finishing his fast lap. Anthony, a potential contender for pole position here today. Keeping it nice and tight on the sector 2 chicane, then gets a good run up the hill. Going through this section again. Oh, and this time a much tighter line from Anthony compared to Pascal Frost. Really sending it through there. Going, carrying a lot of speed, very nice. And then here another section takes it very nicely. Sector 3, a lot of difficult braking zones here, very much a precision-based track. Anthony in the Carlin F3 though, running nicely. Ahead, Snowy in the ART. Just, I believe, starting a fast lap now. Going around turn 1. Oh yeah, and flies through the S's here on the uphill section. Great exit on the corner. Takes a lot of speed. Then into the hairpin. Takes a very wide line there, and then does not get the best exit out of that corner. Even loses some body parts there. Rough for the ART. Skull Frost going for another fast lap. Two cars here very closely together, Skullop and Not King. I don't know whether one of them may be on a slow lap, but very, very close together here. And we're going to follow the next fast lap of Anthony as he comes around the hairpin of the last sector now. Who else would be good for an onboard?
Slovenia's fast lap again.
So taking it slow through here, getting that curse, and then getting a really good run out of the last corner. Already boosting a little bit for that top speed. And now goes into the first corner, takes the nice and tight line. Then uses some of that curse, cuts that corner, tries to get it as straight as possible through there, staying on the outside curb here to get a better line. Hits the apex beautifully. Hits all the important apexes, beautifully takes such a nice line through that sector, through that section. Now, all about keeping your braking point calm. Ooh, and Anthony does get a really nice exit onto the uphill section, uses some curse to help him accelerate up here. Very, very, very nice driving. The contention for pole, very competitive this time around. Takes this section, just a beautiful line through there.
Tino, can I confirm
Snowy
that
blue
race
flag,
is
snowy
lagging
blue
a lot?
flag.
Snowy blue flags. And there the ART backs out. Very nice blue flags. Anthony keeping on his fast lap now into the hairpin. Oh, and a little wide on exit there, but not wide enough to hit a slowdown. Now down the hill into the S's can really get a high top speed here, and you need to keep it tight. Ooh, and he holds on just a slight lift there out of the third S. Then runs very cleanly around that last corner and finishes the lap. Very, very nice driving. Yeah, does not use curse here, so that was Anthony's fast lap. Very, very nice driving. Let's see if we can follow MG or Scorpion, a reserve driver this time around. Let's do him in this camera. So also takes that very nice line through there actually, hitting all the important apexes and carrying a lot of speed, very much on the inside line here. MG or Scorpion for MP. And a little wide on exit there. Not as clean as we've seen from Anthony, but still very, very nice. Not even a lift through there. Really, 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 really great line. That was beautiful to watch. Wonder what downforce he's on. He is on 1.5, 125. Interesting strategy, and is able. And cuts that corner a little bit. That was interesting.
Terenius fast lap.
MG or Scorpion, if please clip that lap for track limits, if in case you get pole. So MG or Scorpion, please clip that lap when you finish it. A little cheeky there from the MP, but we have our finishers now. Qualifying is coming to an end. And we have our first finishers. Qualifying is coming to an end. Thank you very much for attending. I'll be filling out the spreadsheet and dealing with any penalties and lab requests.
Can I just have a lap request of last lap for Tino real quick?
Tino, if you could clip that lap. Tino, if you could clip that lap, please.
Race is lagging a lot, like severely.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's.
He has lag like that. So.
Yeah, keep some distance. Alrighty, then I'll be back with the results as soon as possible. And if I could also get people to help fill out the spreadsheet, that'd be amazing.
on Peffz. I heard there's a poll lab request.
Y-
Or just a lab.
Probably
I
it's
requested
pole
the
lap.
lap, which was his pole lap.
Okay, and who asked that?
Versatile.
From Mercedes, but
Okay, and he's an engineer or?
yeah, engineer for Mercedes.
Okay, so can you submit a lap from your drive as well then?
No,
Of your
it's
drivers?
pole lap. You have to just submit it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I clipped it anyway.
I thought we changed that, but okay.
That's for lap requests in the race. The pole lap.
I guess we.
The pole
okay.
lap specifically, it has always been under special circumstance. In
I remember last
race.
time we also talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we. In the future we might want to change it.
Fair enough.
But okay, thanks.
Pascal Frost, what team are you racing for?
Peffz, he's racing for ART.
Thank you. And Chill Pepper, what team are you racing for?
Rema.
Thank you. Are you going to submit the poll lap or not? Alright, I'm gonna get
I'm
the
rendering it in AMMB video right now.
easy. I'll start the lobby and get the lab count. Yeah. Yeah, Quantos. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Is there already a lobby, by the way?
Yeah.
I'm loading into online because I got idle.
That's okay.
Can I get an invite?
Yeah. No versatile because it's impeding. It's not track limits or anything. And you know what's the other POV gonna show? Like him impeding.
Well, lagged a lot. That's the only difference is that because it's been out the way on this screen, but.
Yeah, but he's very close to the apex, and you don't lag close to the apex.
I sent the lab, by the way.
What on earth is that rule? I lag everywhere on the track. Like there's none of that.
Exactly, and you lag everywhere equally, and when you lag, your car drifts towards the outside of a corner because it maintains forward momentum because it's not updated. So if you're perfectly on the apex, then you know that's not lag.
By the way, it
you
could be
please send
me
it?
lagging, because the race was lagging for me, it made me, maybe it could be
Yeah,
racing
I was moving from Tino because he said I was lagging, so I was trying not to be a nuisance for him, and that's why, like. Sorry.
If I actually let me do something. If I leave, who gets host?
Peffz, can you invite me via phone real quick, please?
Okay, Light, can I get an invite?
Yeah, can I have an invite now, actually?
Yeah, Light. Are you here?
Can I get an invite,
yeah,
please?
I'm inviting.
Awesome, thank you.
I'm just gonna find you.
Just invite everybody.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Thank you.
How come I'm blocked?
Give me a moment, we are having progress to connect.
Can you hear me?
Minutes, please.
Oh yeah, and by the way, oh sorry.
What's up? Awesome, thank you. Oh yeah, okay.
can I get an invite, please?
Who?
Zanzi.
Yeah. I'm inviting everybody. One sec. I have to invite people and do penalty at the same time. I'll just do one round of inviting everybody, even Light, LMAO.
Oh. Yep.
Is it meant to be 34 laps, yeah?
32.
Peffz?
Yeah.
Deliverance and 3D range.
Yep. 3 range. Deliverance. Perfect. Oops, I accidentally invited Spike.
Also an invite to me via phone, please, Peffz. MGR Scorpion.
Oh, right.
Can someone invite me via social club, please?
Yeah, we'll do that for you.
Who? Who just asked?
Oh,
Oh.
it's all good. It's all good. Of course, it's inviting me.
Sorry, what?
We didn't receive anything. It's really shows it's social club thing.
Could somebody invite Deliverance and 3D Wrench? Alright, who else needs an invite? Nobody? Is everybody in?
No, I'm still loading. Okay, I'm in.
An ART driver named Pascal is not in that race.
What?
Pascal needs an invite.
I invited Pascal multiple times. But I'll send him another one. He just needs to tell me if he needs an invite. Alright, tell him to check his social club. Yes, Alfie?
Does anyone here have Rockstar editor experience?
Does anyone know Waffle? He said Steffi said he should join this channel and just race, but...
No. Is he in the lobby? No.
No.
No, Waffle, this is not the place to just show up and race. You have to have a seat with a certain team, and Stevie is not a manager.
Maybe Steffi meant the junior race.
Yeah, Waffle, you're probably late by 2 hours. Or 2.5 hours. Alright, is everybody in the lobby? Does anybody need an invite? Now is your last chance.
Peffz not going to stream.
Easy. Alright, then light is slipstream off and it's 32 laps. Alright, then please start the lobby.
Wait, Peffz, did you not consider the poll lap request, or is that after race?
No, I just haven't posted the results yet.
Oh, okay.
Where is Tino here? Alright, make sure you have the right car and everything. No, Skittles, they do not. Alright, once the lights go up, please don't move. And then please let the marshals get into position.
Where do you want me to stay?
The like kind of end of sector 1 I think is good. Alright, I'll be calling out the grid. When your name is called, make sure that the guy called before you has gone past you. Light, Not King, Tino, Jimbo, Skullop, MGR Scorpion, Course, Chill Pepper, Mass Gaming, Anthony, Zanzi, Stelenius, Deliverance, 3D Wrench, Raze, Pascal, Snowy, Joran. Keep some distance behind the safety car.
Do I need to hear Alfie and the other marshal?
No, if there's a safety car, they'll type it in chat. I'll be the one yelling it. And Quantos, make sure that if there are 3 cars involved in a crash and you see it, that you tell me. But only if there's actually 3 or more cars involved, right? Please line up on the grid. Pole position is on the left side.
Can we cross the pit exit line?
Yes, on the first lap.
And Tina, also your P3, mate.
Yeah.
Go one to the left.
I don't think the grid is correct now because I'm on the left.
Tino, go to the left. I don't know why you're on the right. Like you're clearly in 3rd place.
Sorry.
Alright, make sure not to ruin your tires when moving up. Sorry for that. Stelenius, move up to the grid spot on the right. Yep, keep going. 3D Wrench, Raise, Pascal, perfect, you're getting it, very nice, and then Joran, amazing. Alright, so all cars are in position, green flags, oh shit, no. Alright, I'll wait. Alright, so we have green flags, we have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out and away we go. And that is the start of the Grand Prix, and there's already a car sideways. Oh! And we have a safety car, we have a safety car. If it's an incident, you don't need a lap check. We have a safety car.
Now smooth start.
Oh, okay.
3D Wrench, I'm in front. 3D Wrench, I'm in front.
3D Wrench, you're requested to give the position back. Oh, okay, I didn't see you there, Quantos. Never mind. You can, Quantos, slow down a little. And then, but go full speed now, LMO. Alright, does anybody have damage? Remember to keep some distance behind the safety car. Does anybody have damage?
Body damage.
Alright, no spoiler damage. Alright, that means we're gonna have a safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap means that in the last few corners, the leader will start controlling the pace. and start to let the safety car get away. Until then, the safety car dictates the pace. So in the last few corners, probably starting on this downhill here, the leader can start to back up the pack and let the safety car get away. So watch out, the leader is going to be slowing down the pack. And you have to accelerate out of the last corner. There is no overtaking before the line, and there is no curse for 1 lap. And we have green flags. Oh, please re-enter safely. And also, of course, clip that. Alright, very close racing already. So an incident starting this race off. Mr. Tino losing that 3rd place, going all the way down to 15th. That's really, really rough for the Prema driver. As Chill Pepper in the other Prema still very much ahead. Snowy, oh, and there's a yellow flags. Driver is already being quite aggressive here. Of course, no curse this lap. It'll be enabled next lap, and that'll bring about a whole different kind of carnage. Surprisingly clean through this sector here. Oh, 1 car off, but re-entered more or less safely. Well, re-entered without incident, let's say. Here, a heavy braking zone. This is going to be very dangerous. Yeah, and there's a safety car, another safety car. There's another safety car. I'll pick them up.
So I go off track
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can course speed up?
Because I want to catch them early. Like the queue needs to be caught early. Otherwise, people might get mad about shit again. I don't know who's leading that other queue, but you need to speed up. You need to stay with the safety car. So whoever is controlling the pace back there, you're doing it wrong. I think that's course. Course, you need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car. You cannot be dropping back this far. You do not control the pace. Alright, just under the safety car. Is there anybody with damage? Does anybody have damage? Probably not, since they would have pitted. Alright, I'm gonna slow the pack down so that you can all catch up. But there will be a safety car in this lap, so Quantos, if you could type that, safety car in this lap. Alright, not King, you control the pace. Right, remember there's no curse for 1 lap. You cannot overtake before the line. No curse for 1 lap. Full green flags. Oh my god. Sorry for the lag. Wow, that's a lot. Jesus. Oh my god. I'm so happy I'm not host. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's very laggy right now. I'm sorry for that, everybody. I need to pay attention. This is the heavy braking zone again. Oh, yeah, and there's another safety car. Quantos just drive backwards on track and pick them up. There's another safety car. Oh yeah, you're quite far back. I'll pick them up and then you can like I'll give them over to you.
I have damage.
Yeah, pit if you have damage. There is a safety car. Alright, you can start going. Very nice.
Can I ask Scorpion to clip his last lap?
Scorpion, you have a lap request, please. Scorpion, clip your last lap. Alrighty, now I'll really quickly, since there's a safety car, I can easily go in here. I'll give some throttle. And then I can join this call, and
I
then...
can chill Pepper leave like a little bit of a bigger gap. Oh, thank you.
Sam, everyone is taking the absolute piss out of that corner for the safety cars.
Yep.
For people in chat, if you could let me know if my audio's fine, if I need adjusting, I don't know if I'm too quiet or not, or too loud. Yeah, Skillmax, you're damn right. I hope
Say
I do
something,
isn't
somebody.
Like this, because that will be fun tomorrow. But that is the
No.
third safety
Okay,
car
perfect.
now, with Quantas taking the lead out of Not King with Light just behind him. We'll have to see if it's a one-lap safety car or not. We've got a bit of bumping and barging towards the back of the grid.
Right.
Yeah, that final sector.
Safety car is in this lap.
Alright, safety car is in this
We
lap,
didn't
so the safety
we
car will
didn't
go
catch
off
up
track,
yet.
and Not King will set the pace.
Yeah,
Let's do
but
it.
you're very far behind, and you can still drive full speed while the leader dictates the pace.
Yeah, but I had damage and we didn't get safety car plus
One full
one.
lap without safety car. It's time. I'm pretty quiet apparently. Peffz, at some point, if you could turn me up, that would be great.
Yep.
Thanks for the feedback, Dom. Yeah,
So I
round
can go
through
into
the
the
final
pits
sector now.
after
Not King
the two pass.
accelerates as he crosses the safety car line, down full throttle, down the main straight at Hoover Dam for green flags once again for the fourth time. Light just behind him. A bit of action further back, and MP going side by side, but Not King with a bit of a distance at the moment. The MP just making it through a bit of
Tell me if
contact
there's a
with the,
safety car.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Not King still got a gap, but someone goes for it. It's Light. Light goes for it and takes Not King out. That will be a hell of a penalty there. He decided to send it, and that was not a smart call there. But Light and Majimba, I believe, Trident, now in a 1-2 with the Prema of Chill Pepper in P3. Not King is not going to be happy with that. Still in the points, still in the top 8, but that's where it's most competitive. The top 3 managed to escape, usually, so that is going to be quite frustrating for him. We'll have to see if we have another safety car in this sector again. Peffz, are you going to want me to mute if we do? I hope we don't, but...
I mean, there's probably another safety car here. I'm just watching it now.
We'll see if we can keep him racing. Nice and smooth for the mean part. We'll keep it going. People are getting the hang of it. We've got one contact with the Prema. We're fine. It looks like we'll be okay.
Chill Pepper used cars, mate.
Alright, we got green flags for now, and we carry on with the race. Light P1, Chill Pepper and P2. A bit of bumping and barging between the top 6 there. Another contact, 2 cars off there. Looks like Demon drag between teammates. Oh, no, not between teammates. But a lot of contact, and side by side here. It's getting really rowdy. 4 wide down the main straight they go. Into 2 wide now. A lot of contact. Now Light, who did overtake by that first crash, is now
Curse is enabled this lap.
Along with the rest of the top 8. The back still crammed up. MP making a good move back there.
Oh, that's an MP. That's a Prema off though.
And the
there's there's a safety car.
Huh?
And we have another safety car. Yeah, there were a lot of cars involved, unfortunately, and there will be another safety car. They do not have a safety car out here at the moment, so I'm gonna.
Damn, I'm blind.
I just
right, we've got another safety car race neutralized again. We'll have to see if we can get it nice and clean later on. F2 and F1 hopefully better. F1, I think with corners
That's
like this
me.
and elevation,
Can
you
they
can see some
overtake
really
me because
amazing
I'm like
racing.
in the middle of the
So
grid?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you can. You should never pick up the middle of the grid. You can only ever pick up the leaders. Immediately overtake you. And we're gonna have safety car plus one.
To fourth now, but still
I
out
just
the
stay
podium
back
position.
here.
Just
after
go
the
off track,
crash
yeah.
With the Trident driver.
Never
Over
pick up
sector,
the
we'll have
pack
to
if
see
it's
there's
not the
safety car
leader.
in this lap or one more. I don't see many
We
reasons
have
why not.
one. We
Might
have
be too late now, we'll have
one
to
more
see.
lap of safety car.
Looks like that'll be one more lap. I'd assume it would have been confirmed by now.
Yes, it is one more lap, but I can't type if I'm driving.
Okay.
Yes.
So we've got one
Perfect,
more
thank
lap
you.
of safety car.
Yeah, this race getting off to quite a chaotic start. You know, people very much just shunting each other. That corner proving to be quite the danger zone, especially for F3 drivers and their caliber. Yeah, see a lot of drivers pitting there.
Yeah. Alexandra, if you've just joined the lobby, join the stream. Oh, we got a safety car gone wide, but yeah, no, F3 is usually
Sorry for that
it's where the
misunderstanding.
newer drivers are, so F2 and F1 end up a lot cleaner, apart from usually one at the start. But yeah, you are right, the safety car has driven just as many laps at the moment. It's Legion and Hoover down next to each other, it's a deadly combo. Can't remember what's next, but Mexico, that's going to be an interesting one.
Raise, please be aware of your lag and be respectful of the bubble. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
That's fine. Yeah, Mexico we'll have to see because I love that track to death. You can see some of that content. It's the first video I actually published if you want to go back and look at that. But at the same time, trust me, when you watch the video, you'll understand why it's going to be a really hectic start.
I'm not even hosting this lobby and they're complaining about lag, so that just tells you quite something.
Who's hosting it?
Light. Alright, we will have safety car in this lap. Safety car is in this lap, so the leader will control the pace out of the on this downhill section here.
And for the 5th time, we will have green flags. We'll have to see if we can keep it clean. Maybe just let them keep racing for now, Peffz, or call a virtual safety car if we need, and just disable overtaking for the time being.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So.
Yeah, I think potentially what we might need to do is, I think I made a point about it a while ago.
Remember, there's no overtaking before the line, no curse for one lap.
And potentially relaxing the rules if it gets corrected pretty soon. But we've got green flags again here at Hoover Dam F3. Light still P1, Not King P4 goes for a move on Mass Gaming, doesn't succeed. He's just behind now. He's going to be itching for that overtake back into the podium positions. One of our main leaders in F3 at the moment. Is he going to go for it? He does. He's got a little bit of contact further back there. MP and a few others, a Prema as well. The front of the group escaping as per always, and then usually 5 to 10 where we've got a lot of...
Oh, one car brutally off, if I saw that correctly.
No, it was huge lag.
Oh, wow.
They need a huge... Oh, we may need a black flag here.
Yeah, that's Ray's black flag. That's too much lag, sorry. Ray's, if you could drive off track, you're teleporting so much.
Alright, that is a black flag for Ray's. That is way too dangerous.
He's already off track.
Bro, he's a...
Alright, okay.
Sorry,
I'm
man.
off track, but he fucking... Bro, he's a bitch.
Wow,
he's
that was bad.
Fucking
Matt, but we'll get to carry on now.
Jesus Christ, calm down.
What'd you say? We probably have missed a sector, but it looks like everyone has carried on clean. A few people going wide, a bit of contact, but we're fine. We've got 2 wide down this hill after the hairpin.
Damn.
It's all nice and packed up together now. Not King still trying to get back into that top 3 position.
Raze was not muted in the main call, and he got very angry at another driver there. That was intense.
Ooh,
so curse is enabled this lap.
Yeah, we'll have to see with Curse enabled if things will go sideways very fast. You'll imagine with Curse enabling that higher top speed, and that is Mass Gaming overtaking Skullop there up the hills.
No, Skullop stays ahead. Mass Gaming just behind him. Oh, and 3 wide into the hairpin at the end of Sector 1, or in the middle of Sector 1 there. Yeah, lag, of course, always being a factor that drivers simply cannot control, but such an important factor. You know, you need that LAN cable and decent connection, because when you're laggy, there's just nothing you can do to avoid crashes, and at that point you just become a de facto danger on track, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, we see it in F1, iRacing, Assetto Corsa, we see it in everything. There is lag to an extent, and I have to say at least 50% of our penalties probably are lag incidents, which is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, when we've got 2,000 members,
Keep some distance,
with like
3D
30
wrench,
plus
be mindful of your
countries
bubble.
and 6 continents, it is understandable that we do have these sorts of things, but it is unfortunate for the people driving with the ones with lag, and then also for the people with lag. It can get slightly depressing. Too wide down the main straight, Scallop and Light both using the curves now. We'll have to see. Scallop just backs off and just sneaks behind. We'll have to see if he uses any more into this uphill to take that first place position.
No,
off
that was a full curse dump by both of them, jogging over positions. Light just ahead now, but Scallop is hugging that inside line very nicely. He might actually get a better exit out of this corner than Light. He took a very, very clean line. He is just on his bumper now. Both of them, all again, just using curse here to stay ahead. Scallop really putting on the pressure. Light has to get some really good lines in here now. Otherwise, he'll be open bait. Oh, and that is Scallop around the outside, ahead of Light for the moment. Very nice move. Goes a very, very wide here though. Just way too wide. Loses all that speed, and Light goes back past.
Yeah, we'll have to see into this next technical sector though. Will he get a better exit? It looks like it until he hits the curb slightly there. Is he just gonna wait behind? We'll have to see. But yeah, it's there's some nice and technical sectors here for more curves, and then also what a move there from Light, is it, or Scallop? Yeah, no, Scallop, who goes on the curb, uses his curves, and just says thank you very much, squeezes through and takes P1. But we'll have to see. He's used his curves, and into the pits he goes.
I don't see any lag or teleporting from Deliverance, so it's your driver having POV desync.
Goes down to there. That's 4 or 5 cars into the pits.
Lots of drivers going for a pit stop here. Course very closely behind Light now. I wonder why, because they were not that close before.
Yeah, it's interesting to see though, because obviously with so many safety cars, there's a lot of factors when it comes to tyre deck. Obviously, when you're driving on the safety car, your tyre deck is, well, it's much nicer. You have, well, yeah, if you avoid braking, you can make them last a lot longer. But at the same time, if you're involved in that safety car, your tyre life has gone down 3 or 4 laps.
Scallop actually pitted and came out into heavy traffic, so he's now in a battle over 5th place, and it's really slowing him down. He's going on a move on he's going for a move on Deliverance and actually sticks it. Zanzi now all over him, but Scallop making some moves here with fresher tires, but that traffic will slow him down, so the overcut here is probably going to work out for the drivers who are still out. Course, Mr. Tino and Light at the moment. Mr. Tino having made his way from pole, then a penalty to 3rd, all the way down to 15th after the first lap, and now back in 3rd, and he's looking good if he pits here to come out ahead. Both 1st and 2nd place coming into the pits now. Mr. Tino actually going on for another lap, so that's a different strategy from Mr. Tino, and I think it might pay off here, as the cars behind, similar to Malaysia F1, are all fighting, and Mr. Tino is just in clear air putting in lap times.
Yeah, see, people do not think about it because they think, well, it's nice and simple. You just pit when your tyres beep. But there's a lot of factors when it comes to traffic as well. You do not want to be getting stuck, as we see with the rest of the top 10 now, in a huge train further back. Got a few too wide there in the middle of an MP, and 3 wide there.
Oh, and there's yellow flags.
4 wide there they go. We'll have to see if they can keep it clean. We've got a bit of contact. We've got sandwich there. They're clean for now. 1 car backwards.
That is Snowy spun. Please re-enter safely. Really unfortunate for the ART driver there. That was a huge incident.
Peffz, I gotta interrupt you. Mr. Tino, look at that gap. That is huge. And
wow.
Further back with his contenders, King, Anthony, and Course, and also Light, they're in a huge battle. They're really going to be slowing each other down here. We're going to have to see some teamwork from Anthony and King to try and escape the rest of these two. But Light, as we know, will not give things up easy. He never does. I mean, that's how he initially got this P1, but we'll have to see if Light does self-serve his penalty or serve it after the race, whether he waits in the pits 5 seconds, but I don't see it happening. He'll just risk it and wait for the end and have a see. But yeah, Not King still in contention for the podium at the moment. Mr. Tino is in the pits. Mr. Tino is at the pit exit.
Oh.
And he's coming out ahead, but he's going to be much slower than everyone else that's coming down the main straight. They're gaining on him, and they'll just be behind him. We'll have to see who's got more Kerrs reserve here.
I was gonna say, it's gonna be Mr. Tino, and unless there's a car immediately threatening him here, I don't see him oh, and Anthony!
Oh.
Flags.
Yeah, yellow flags. Please.
Yeah, I was hoping you would call a safety car there, because we can keep that going, but yeah, no. I mean, it's... Oh dear, that's another crash there. Oh, he's going...
Oh, Mr. Tino, you cannot be reversing on track. Mr. Tino, you cannot be reversing on track. Please clip that. Mr. Tino, that's a FIA lap request, minute
what is happening, bro?
26:30.
That is a black and white flag to Mr. Tino. That'll most likely end up being a reprimand and a 3 or 5 second penalty there, because that was not smart at all. I mean, it is unfortunately going to mean he is down to... Where actually is he now? I can't even... He's down to 13th.
Again.
So, I mean, there's going to be penalty... yeah, it's tough. There's going to be penalties for... either Not King or Anthony. I can't remember.
I think it was Anthony, and that's gonna be a very hefty penalty because he must have not braked at all, because he overtook 2 other cars and then closed the considerable gap to Mr. Tino all in one corner. So he must have had absolutely no hopes of making that corner. That might be a 10-second penalty there, Alfie. Moves like that are just you just can't make unrealistic moves like that without consequences.
Yeah, for anyone watching and judging that, you've got to bear in mind these are F3. They've got a lot less racing experience. Myself, for example, I've been racing a year, and you know what works and you know what's not going to work. You've got to play it smart. I mean, it's a long race. It's not over in the first 10 laps. So yeah, you don't want to be getting yourself a huge penalty or crashed out to the back. And I mean, at the end of the day, people don't want to drive with you if you're making moves like that. You want to keep it nice and clean. So yeah, not good there for Anthony, who's now currently P4 with his teammate Not King in second, and Course, consistent front runner, who is currently in first.
MGR Scorpion actually in 5th, doing quite well. He's a reserve for MP this race, and he's doing a lot of good racing here. Wait, is he for MP? MGR Scorpion MP. Yes, okay, never mind. Really good racing from him here in his first outing with that outfit. Really unfortunate for Tino there, man. You never want to see that. He's just so far behind, and when stuff like that happens, it's just so sad, because these drivers put in hours of practice every week. You know, they really spent their time just for some asshole to ruin it all. It gets very frustrating.
Yeah, definitely. I can understand people's anger. At the end of the day, it is what happens, and that's why you gotta, well, show how good you are and hopefully move up to some cleaner races. And Dom, I do agree to an extent when it comes to the calendar. Not the finest one, I will admit. I mean, it's some good quality racing, but it's a mix of lag, drivers, and then the tracks to an extent. Don't worry, 100% Legion will be gone. Malaysia, it sounds like it was a lot of lag, and then sector errors. As for Hoover Dam, when it comes to...
Just that one corner really needs to go.
Yeah, and you don't want to be making any huge judgments until all 3 leagues have raced here, because until then, it can come down to the drivers. You need to bear in mind all factors. But I can understand any frustration when it comes to the calendar.
The battle for the lead is enthralling right now, as Not King hits a slowdown and drops back from course a little bit, but really close battling from them going on there. It was really good. I'm actually gonna go ahead and spectate Not King here, because that does seem like a battle you'd want to be following.
Yeah. And Skillmax, I see you mentioning Mr. Tino and going to his POV because he will overtake a lot of people. He will, but currently he's 15 seconds behind any people.
Yeah.
So, not right now.
I'll be right back. Oh wait, actually, I wanna do this POV. Yes, they can, and I want to point towards the checkpoint. Not King.
Not King. All right, on board with Not King. Currently in P2 behind Course. at the moment. Light behind, but a bit more of a gap. Yeah, Not King's just going to be waiting for that opportunity to make a move to confirm that P1, whether he uses Curse at an alternate time or whether he goes for a send down the inside, but can be risky with sometimes poorer awareness in the lower leagues. People aren't as expectant of brave moves, so we will have to see there. So yeah, just behind, using a bit of Curse there, what he's got left into this technical sector now with hard breaking. Should get a lot of Curse, and he does have a better exit by far, but he goes slightly wide. That's going to be a slight disadvantage. He has to pull around far, but he does have a better exit. He almost goes side by side. He's just going to back off for now and stay behind. I mean, there's no point him making a risky move and ruining his race right now because he's got a comfortable gap to P3 of Light and the rest of the pack. But as I
and
say,
he goes
that
down the
makes a move
inside.
on the inside and on the main straight, takes P1 from Course, who did not see that coming at all. I was distracted looking at the distance, but he definitely was not. But Course, not giving it up yet, goes for the move and takes it back, just blocking him off now. A little bit of contact. Yeah, Not King tries to squeeze him and make it side by side there, but yeah, Course just blocks him off slightly there. Bit more of a gap now.
Really great driving from both of them here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being
Rest of the
very
pack
respectful.
Yeah, back to the pack getting spread out now as we're seeing a lot of pit stops from these alternate tyre strategies to see if any under or overcuts can work.
Where's Mr. Tino? He hasn't.
Wow, I did not realize how far we are into this race. Could we have a lap check, Peffz?
Oh, Mr. Tino about to make some overtakes.
Is he?
Yeah, on his teammate actually let him by. That's one. What lap are we
funny.
on?
We'll get an update for the lap for you guys.
19. Thank
We're
you.
on 19 out of 32, 13 laps to go.
19 going on 20.
We'll have to see who it will be unlucky for today. Bit more of a gap, not King just going slightly further back. Light actually catching up, so whether that's faster pace from Light or Not King with an error. But Course now getting more of a comfortable gap. We're talking about 10, 15 car lengths here. About half that straight ahead. He does catch a little bit, but Light getting ever so close. We'll have to see. Where is Mr. Tino now?
Currently down in 14th, but just behind Mad Jimbo. Was on very much a charge there for a sec, but now Mad Jimbo seems to be pulling away a little bit again.
Right. I've just realised, what perspective are you watching? Am I commentating on something completely random?
Mr. Tino, but I'm back to Light. No, I'm on Light now, Not King and Course.
If you want to commentate on that, I'll see if I can find any other action.
Easy. Just let me know who.
Oh, actually, literally, as I say that, Snowy and the group there, let me see, maybe Deliverance might be a good person to watch. Or the Premier, actually. The Premier has caught them. A big gap now. Yeah, no, if you go into the Premier, I would love to see some
Oh yeah, now Mr. Tino is gonna lay on the charm.
Yeah, 4 or 5 cars now. He's just gonna wait. He's got much faster pace than a lot of these other cars, so he's just got to bide his time and make smart overtakes, and we'll see what happens. And as we say that, a little bit of side-by-side going on. We'll have to see if he plays it smart or if he absolutely sends it. A bit of contact just in front of him with the Trident and another car there. We're getting very touchy-feely there. Mr. Tino already making one overtake, using his curves there, knowing that he can gather some more here to make some more overtakes on the Trident.
Oh, and so much cleaner through that corner. He goes down the inside on the hairpin, makes it past. Very nice move there.
The Trident not done yet. Side by side they go. They're going to catch up to the car just in front. Mr. Tino losing out in the position now. The Trident going slightly wide, but just behind now. We'll have to see what team is that. That is Stalinus. What team is that?
Stalinius is VAR, I think.
Okay.
Wait, let me
No,
check. Stalinius is Campos.
Ah, Campos, that's the livery. But yeah, Mr. Tino just behind the Trident now. We'll have to see if he makes a move down the inside like we've seen many people do, and he does. He goes side by side. We'll have to see if he can pull it off.
He does send it down the inside. Very nice move from Mr. Tino.
Yeah, just takes that for now. A bit of action further ahead with... I really need to learn these liveries. Looks like Snowy and actually Anthony there. We'll have to see if anything happens there. But yeah, Mr. Tino now making his way up just through the pack. Now in 11th, one position out of the points. Everyone else very spread out at the moment, apart from... Yeah, no, we've got a few pitters further back, but everyone else is very much spread out. Not much action, apart from Snowy goes side by side and ahead of Anthony. Blocks him off for now. We'll have to see if anything happens, whilst Mr. Tino makes another move on the Campos. Takes that position. We'll have to see if he keeps it. A bit of contact with the Trident and the Campos there. The Campos demoted 2 positions there after a crash with the Trident. No doubt some form of penalty there.
And that will be the position for Mr. Tino as well. I just want to pick up with Chill Pepper because they're just at the back of this little train here. Coming up on Deliverance now. The Prema looking hungry. Almost sends one down the inside on the second last corner. Now drops back a little bit more because of that poor line. Unfortunately slowed down for now, but Snowy again very much involved there. I'll skip back to him.
Yeah, I will be back in 1 second. Let me just go get a drink.
Easy. So Snowy now just ahead of Anthony and Mr. Tino, uses his boost there in the pumpkin mask. And Mr. Tino biding his time by getting some contact from Anthony again. Anthony, please keep it clean with Mr. Tino. There's already some penalties coming your way, I think, so please don't be overexcited. Tino looking to...
the way I smell.
Tino already closing up to the back of Snowy now. Oh, pain. Oh, and that's a very, very close Prema car. Oh, but down the hill, it looks like Mr. Tino does not have the boost to keep up, or he's saving it for the start-finish line. Or start-finish straight. And Mr. Tino looking very close now. And does use his curse, but it's not enough. He does stay behind Snowy for now. Takes a much tighter and cleaner line through that first turn. Does use his curse boost. Goes around the outside, up the hill. We'll see if Snowy can make a move here to respond, but not for the moment. Mr. Tino staying ahead. Now having made it up into 8th place already after Pitters. And that is Snowy on... That is Snowy on the outside. Mr. Tino's gonna squeeze him, and he does have to back out. Snowy keeping his nose clean there. Very nice racing. Mr. Tino just squeezing him out of the out of space there. Very good.
Yeah, that almost went into a huge contact there, but Snowy being smart and clean driver there. We always appreciate that. Mr. Tino keeping the distance for now. We'll have to see if Snowy catches up using his curves at the moment.
I think this is going to be that position.
Pascal Frost.
Pascal, we have a lap check, please. Pascal, lap check, minute 38:50. Pascal, please clip your last lap.
Peffz, if you could please switch, we've got the top 3 together.
Who?
Actually, no, Light is on his own. We've got 2, 3, and 4 together now. With
Names.
Joran making a surprise appearance into 2, Course into 3, Knocking into 4th. Course looking in the middle of it at the moment.
Joran started in last place, so this is a great drive from him. Wow.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that's tire strategy or just pure pace, but yeah, he's just going to have to bide his time. Now, Knocking finally back up into the top 4 again. He's just going to have to close that gap down, but I mean, Joran and Course, they are going to start to slow each other down. They're very, very close to each other at the moment. We're talking 2 wing lengths at most. Yeah, Course with some very nice lines, just waiting at the moment. He's going to get a better exit. He's going to use the curves and take that position from Joran. We'll have to see if he's done yet there or not. But now, Knocking onto Joran. We'll have to see if anything else happens there. Looks like they'll all take it one behind the other through the hairpin. Knocking going slightly wide there, but he makes the overtake with the curves out of nowhere actually there, and a bit of distance for Course now, but we'll have to see whether that lasts long. It depends if Joran's smart about it, because he doesn't want to be slowing him and Knocking down. At the same time, he doesn't want to fall behind. He's going to use up his curves a little bit later.
Oh, and Light comes out the pits and is gonna get passed by Knocking there. So Light comes out in 3rd place for the moment, but looking very hungry on fresh tires.
Yeah, I think he's going to make a move here. He is the same move again, but this time with no contact. The
With
switchback
the
will not hit him.
switchback! Oh my fucking god! Whoa! That was the most advanced move I've ever seen in F3. A switchback? Wow. No kidding. That was so beautifully executed. Can you tell I have a cold?
Yeah, I've got the same. Not King with some nice defending here. Light very close behind him now, though. We've seen Light is very aggressive over these positions, so we'll have to see if we have any other contact. And I need to say we'll have to see at this point. But Light, using some curves, goes side by side with Not King, but we'll have to back out as he's on the outside. A little bit of lag there. Hopefully we should be fine. Harder breaking than Not King, yeah.
Oh, Not King sends it way on the outside, actually, there. Goes way wide here as well.
Looks like Light was smart to break so hard there, by the looks of it. But we'll have to see when it comes to curse harvesting if Light will use more on this main straight or save it for that second uphill. I don't know whether a lot of people dump it or if
Oh, Light with such a clean line through there and actually goes down the inside. Just puts his car enough on the inside to go past Not King. Not King probably boosting back, but on this uphill you want to use curse on any uphill if you can in general. And that is a slight bit of shoving there, but Not King cannot get that position back from Light, but Light with a very poor line through here. Not King all over him. And Not King may have lost a spoiler there. It's highly unlikely, but
yeah, that looks like a visual glitch to me.
yeah,
Yeah. Clean. It is all going to come down to the lines, and as we say, that Light takes it a little bit wide onto the curb, and Not King is literally a tyre length behind him now. He's waiting for that opportunity to pants. I mean, with a distance this small, all you have to wait is for a straight, and you'll have him. We'll have to see who gets the better exit here. Both using up the curves now. Not King with a little bit more of a gap behind. Slowly getting closer, but we'll have to see if Not King has the bet line or the worst line here. It looks like far better than Light, but still on the outside. We'll have to see. Well, I need to stop saying that, but he will then have a better exit there and goes for the curves overtake on Light and takes that position. By the looks of it, Light did save his curves there, so he might be taking this position back shortly.
very nice line through that last chicane, last corner, and again puts his car in the exact same place. This time actually makes the overtake before the corner. Very clean overtake from him there. Let's see. Not King much closer this time though. Is gonna be looking for that dive bomb. Doesn't go for it.
Thank you for stuff.
And we're on lap 27.
It is something we see when we have one or two, well, when we've got two drivers together. It's usually them using curves in different spots and basically just trading positions. And as I say, that Not King again takes a position here. We'll have to see if Light does it in the exact same place again, and no doubt he probably will. It's basically a game of, yeah, taking that track position and hoping the other person screws up, or just hoping you've got better pace. But they're pretty equally matched, you'd have to say, Peffz. Apart from it looks like they're both stronger and weaker compared to each other in some of these sectors. Yeah, Light using more curves there.
On the outside though, why would you use curse there if you're just gonna be on the outside?
It seems a bit illogical because you'd save it for down here on the the downhill off the main straight, because both of them going wide, unless that was a visual glitch. I think that was visual. But yeah, you've got to be smart about when you're using your curves, because it's like, okay, yeah, this is a main straight, I usually use my curves here, or this is a back straight, I usually use it. But at the end of the day, if you save it for half a lap later, you could get that overtake done, because we'll have to see if Light's got enough curves now. I mean, he does, he's going to go on the outside, and he's got much more than Not King. Oh wow, heavily, harvesting there in the earlier sectors to get that much. And once again, will Not King go for a move on the uphill? He butts out slightly, but then just goes nice and behind again.
But actually, I've just noticed Chill Pepper has blue flags for like 5 minutes.
And the gap closes again. I'll see if we can find any other action, because this will start to get slightly repetitive.
Blue flags for Chill Peppers, please.
Chill Pepper, you need to be yielding blue flags if you're getting lapped. You need to be aware of cars around you. Sorry, what?
It wasn't even close.
God, I love this. A 30-second delay before they reply, and that's yellow flags turn 1 there, Peffz, if you want to call that. That's a car off track.
Yellow flags turn 1, yellow flags turn 1.
I don't... He's just waited off track like 10 seconds and then re-entered. I don't know if that was a real life.
That
He
was
goes off track again and stops again.
it's
That's
blue
yellow flag
flags.
sector one again. After that turn 1, he's parked off track. We'll have to see if we need yellow flags, and he re-enters again. I don't
do you
know,
not hear me?
Some PC issues.
Do you hear me?
He carries on for now.
Oh, okay. It's blue flags.
Ah, right. Well, that was some very long serve blue flags, bloody hell.
Yeah, he just kind of did it for everyone.
Yeah, no, he waited for no one though. There was no one there and he was waiting.
Maybe just frustration.
Yeah. So it is further back, but Mr. Tino is right next to Pascal Frost, who I've not actually heard of, but yeah, 1 car length between them. I don't know if that's more or less interesting than course and light at the moment.
Oh, he's already passed Alameo. Oh, Pascal Frost all over the back of the Prema through this last turn. And is going to use Curse, goes down the inside, forces Tino the long way around.
We'll have to see. Tino didn't look to use as much Curse there, or any else. We'll have to see if he uses it on this uphill here, and he does. He'll go on the inside. We'll have to see if we can have a switchback though, or if he keeps the position. Yeah, heavy braking there. Just try and slow him down on the corner exit, and he will keep the position for now.
Not for lack of trying by Pascal though, that was almost setting it up nicely. And Pascal goes down the inside again on Mr. Tino, and there's some lag contact between the two.
Very, very close racing. Mr. Tino taking that position back. It's all coming down to the curves on Hoover by the looks of it. A lot of trading places, and that was some very nice moves there with some small contact. Good job by them.
And Pascal probably having more curse here again, but Mr. Tino also dumping his entire tank, so that is that position done for Mr. Tino, who has made his way all the way up into 9th after pit stops.
Yeah, an insane battle for a total of 1 extra point.
Exactly. Enthralling, like I said.
Absolutely.
Who's leading? Course? Is Course just sitting pretty?
He probably is. Let's have a look. Yeah, he is.
Yes, not King.
He's getting closer, but you know.
Yeah, not anything, you know. Further back, who are the no, they're not really close together. It's Joran is in a very close battle with Zanzi. So the Genzer and the MP going for it here through sector 2 now. Oh, and he's all over the back of him. Gets a poorer exit than the MP though.
Yeah, MP using up some because that has a bit of a distance. Who do we say it was? Joran?
Joran and Zanzi.
Got you. Right.
Oh, Joran with such a clean line through there. Has a bit of a was that drifting out? Wow, that was insane. And we are gonna have the race finishing here momentarily, I think. Wait, let me get another lap check. What lap are we on?
For the final lap, or have we got 1 more lap to go? It's gonna be another lap. As he goes
lap 31, but can I also have a lap check for Not King, please?
Not King, lap check, please. Not King, please clip your last lap. That's minute 48:30. Not King lap clip.
Peffz, how many laps we got?
We're on lap 31 now.
Alright, okay,
so the leader is Course, or yeah, where's Course? When Course comes over the line next time, it'll be the final lap. Let me just pick up with him here. So it looks like we are on lap 31. Next lap is going to be the final lap.
Yeah, so the podium spread out at the moment with 10 car lengths between him and Not King, and then 10 car lengths between him and Live. We'll have to see. It's just going to come down to any form of mistakes here, or just better curse harvesting and exits here.
Joran all over the back of Zanzi still, really making him work for it, putting on a lot of pressure.
And I have blue flags for 3D Wrench coming up.
3D Wrench, blue flags coming up soon. Oh, and Zanzi caves to the pressure. He does go off track. That is Joran past the MP. Further back, there is... Who are these? Let me give names. It's Stelinius and Pascal Frost, not the most.
Right, we are on the last lap of the race. The top 3 kind of teasing us here. We've got a bit of a distance between them. I was hoping for some last lap drama, but it doesn't look like we'll have any in the podium, unless it all comes down to the very last sector with some form of incident.
Oh, and Wrench is actually Wrench is a blue flagger here. So as the leaders are coming up, they're not gonna want to get slowed down by the VAR here.
It's not going to be nice for Not King though. We'll have to see if he gets closed up here. Oh, it's going to be tight. 3D Wrench just needs to move out of the way as fast as possible, and he does.
Pascal Frost lap request. Pascal Frost, please clip your last lap.
So through the second sector for the last time now, course, with 3 to 5 seconds here. And I mean, I would say that is the race pretty much sorted, but we've had a lot of incidents here, and they're still very close. I believe penalties could end up deciding the results of this race. We'll have to see. I've not really seen with course whether it's been clean or not.
I think Horse has been keeping his nose clean very nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually 3D Wrench and Chill Pepper are racing for position here.
Alright,
so
I'll have to interrupt quickly. Through the final sector and round the final corner, Course will come home to take the win of Formula V Hoover Dam. A great race from him with a nice gap between him and the next car of 2 seconds. It's not much, we'll have to see, but Not King will most likely have a penalty, and Light will also have a penalty because both of them colliding with each other.
MGR Scorpion on his first race here in 4th place. Really great showing from him. Mass Gaming goes up on the wall. Very, very good race for him. 5th place taking up some good points.
Mr. Tino around the final corner is back up to 7th. A nice recovery for him, but probably not the points he did want to take home for Premier. Such a competitive team, but Zanny in the final sector, it looks like he's got pop tyres. Zanny is in the final sector, going slowly. He's got 2 cars coming up on him now. Of Anthony and Scott up on the main straight. He will have more speed, uses his curves, just gets over the line with pop tyres.
No!
And
Oh! Okay.
And that will be the points decided.
Good job,
yeah,
Skull
that
Up,
is the
my
point sorted. Pascal comes home to take 12th, Mad Jimbo in 13th. So yeah, Stalinus and then Deliverance should make it to the line. But after that, 3D Wrench and Chill Pepper still fighting to the end, although they aren't making it to the end. Yeah, they are literally fighting in the final sector. 2 seconds left. I don't even know what's happened to them. Down the main straight. That is...
Alright, GG's everybody. Thank you for coming. Please, the top 3, if you want to be interviewed, please stay. I'll be moving you momentarily. Everybody else, thank you so much for racing. And penalty submissions will be open momentarily. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye bye.
I appreciate safety cars. It can be slightly rough.
Oh shit.
Thank you very much. Are we gonna do driver interviews or
GG guys.
Ask for them, but it's up to you. We can keep them short.
GG guys.
Peffz?
Give me 1 sec. Yeah, you can move them if you want.
Skull Up, that was a really nice move from you. Very proud.
Like a lot of people are going. So we'll have Light, we'll mute him for now. Who else we got? It looks like everyone else is going actually. Not King. That's who else we've got. But Course looks sort of gone now. So yeah, that is Course gone.
But we will get his manager.
That'll do. So we do have the manager of the winner and then the second and third. Light and Not King. A lot of battles between you two today. A lot of scraps, some contacts to say the least. I know there's going to be drama in penalties. Hopefully not any bad blood between you. We'll start off with P2 of Not King, who had a nice recovery after getting crashed out by, by Trident earlier on. Not King, talk us through it.
Yeah, I got a great
Good
start
evening.
from P2 to P1 after a lot of safety cars, but unfortunately I got crashed and I went all the way back to P8. After that, safety car went pretty good, got back to P4 and climbed my way back up to P2.
Yeah, there were a lot of tough battles there. You and Light, yeah, definitely. The entire race, you had some very interesting overtakes on each other, some better lines, and yeah, interesting battles to say the least. Peffz, you got any questions for King, or do I move over to Light? Looks like Peffz is not there, so we will move on to Light. Light, a dramatic race for you there. You took the lead early on after a contact between you and King. P3 in the end. It's on the podium. We've got to be happy with that. We may have some penalties. We'll have to see. Talk us through it. How do you think for the rest?
Well, yeah, first thing I want to say is sorry, not King. That wasn't on purpose. I really felt bad after that. I clipped it. I think I'm getting a penalty for that. But I was really trying to get like a 5-second gap between fourth, and I'm pretty sure I ended up getting that. So unless it's a 10-second penalty, I think I secured a podium.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We were discussing that. We were debating
Yeah.
whether you take it in the race or afterwards. But yeah, yeah, no, that will be a penalty most likely.
Yeah, I want to apologize, but course generally surprised me. I don't know what tires he was on. If DJ could say later, like what tires he pitted on at the end, because he had some good pace at the end.
Yeah, he definitely came out of nowhere and had some very good final laps, as did you, like, along with King. Yeah, some very nice battles, although that may have slowed you down to an extent, securing that win for course. You were catching him towards the end, you two were, but 2 seconds between you, and I think course had a pretty clean race, so it might be fine for him with that P1 finish.
I'm thinking he went on soft, maybe.
Yeah, well, we'll find out now. DJ, I don't know how much you know about Not King's race. Sorry, about your driver's race course. Can you those strategies race?
Dragon versatile because he engineered. I was just watching the stream. But what I will say, it was absolutely electric, mate. It was some of the top stuff I've ever seen. You know, I'm ecstatic.
I'll bring him versatile. Versatile, I heard you were race engineer for course today. Can you talk us through his race, his strategy? What happened?
Well, the strategy was just basically what everyone else did, which was a triple mediums, but
right, gotcha.
His race was just all over the place, man.
Was it
He got crashed on the second safety car restart, the third one, and then he's at the back, and then just everything just fell into our hands basically. He's in P4, all front three crashed. He's in P1. Like he just fell perfectly into our hands. You gotta take every opportunity you can get, really. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, he was lucky in that sense, but at the same time, he played it smart and he carried on going. Yeah, had some very nice laps there, very consistent, and made sure he took that win home. Anything else? Any other comments about his race?
I mean, that's all I said to him. I said, just keep it consistent, mate. You can't lose it now.
Yeah,
because he's needed that win for so long. He's been waiting for it this whole season and the whole of last.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting start, to say the least. It was unfortunate with all the safety car restarts, but luckily we did manage to clean it up towards the end. Although I understand penalties will be fun for Peffz later on, but that will be the stream all wrapped up. I apologise if we have been a little bit less energetic tonight. Both me and Peffz are full of shit. We've both got a cold, so yeah, we've got F2 tomorrow. We'll have to see how that goes. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in and talking in the chat. Have a good rest of your evening, and we will see you tomorrow at Formula 2 Hoover Dam.
Bye-bye.